Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the house of Ahmed Al Maghribi. Ahmed Al Maghribi is a quite a famous perfume house from United Arab Emirates. They've been around for many years. They have quite an extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio, and they are very renowned for having big performers, perfume performers, and big personality in their perfumes. They are almost untouchable in terms of how much perfume oil they put in their perfumes. Majority of their perfumes are very strong, very long lasting, bold, and with huge character. This one in particular is from the feminine side of perfume lineup, and this one is called Ahmed Al Maghribi Glory. Is Eau de Parfums 75ml, United Kingdom. You can find it under £40. And although it says Eau de Parfums on the box, I think this is more like extrait de parfum, because the amount of alcohol in here is about 42%. The rest is a combination of perfume oils and water. Even if you think they put 30% oil in here, that is a huge amount to call it Eau de Parfum. So they could have easily called it Eau de extrait de parfum, but they underplayed their hand, which is good for us, for consumers. So first thing first, in terms of presentation, very good for a price. Under £40, you're getting a very heavy bottle, very heavy cap, pressurized atomizer. It goes like that. And let me just show you. The atomizer is massive. Look at this. Whoa! Beautiful pressurized atomizer. So presentation wise, box, everything is top notch for a price. They've given you everything plus the kitchen sink. In terms of performance, massive. This is a beast mode. Yeah, it's a beast mode. With that much oil, look at this sheen. With that much oil in the perfume itself, it's going to last very long time, and it does. In here, it goes over 12 hours on my skin. On t-shirt goes over 16 hours easy. Days and weeks if you don't wash the t-shirt and the material. So very strong performer. In terms of projection, 2 arm length of projection, maybe even 3 arm length of projection for around 4 to 5 hours. Yes, this is a huge performer. Massive cloud, massive bubble around you, and a massive trail. You don't need more than 5 sprays of it, and this is coming from somebody who oversprays his perfumes. I'd never go less than 10 sprays in any perfume. So with this, you don't need more than 5, and that is very strong. Maybe for majority of people, 3 sprays, 1 on the chest, 2 on the neck, and that's it. So very strong performer. In terms of gender, this is definitely leaning feminine, but later on I'll explain it how you can use it if you are a man. So yeah, it leans feminine. It's very floral, it's very fruity, it's very musky. So all these things giving it a feminine touch in here. In terms of the season, this is all year round. You can use it in summer, in winter. Summer less sprays, winter more sprays. In terms of occasion, this is Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down, formal, informal, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, anything you want. And in terms of ratio for what you paid and what I got is amazing, because under £40 you're getting a huge performer, huge character, massive personality in here. The only thing is, this is not for everybody, unfortunately. I would have loved it to be on the universal side of things, but it is not. It is quite on the particular side, especially in terms of gender, it's on the feminine side. But even in the feminine realm, even if you're a lady, this is not for everybody. You have to pay attention for how I describe it to see if you like it or not. So in terms of smell, smell wise, in terms of quality, is very good. In terms of blend, very good. In terms of perfumery, very good. In terms of smell profile, is very almost into the crowd pleasing realm, almost into the easygoing realm, almost. But there are some aspects in here that are giving a little bit of hint of challengingness in here, and that hint of challengingness coming from the whole composition is in a way that smells a little bit on the soapy side, smells a little bit on the shampoo side, smells a little bit on the body lotion smell side. It smells like a detergent, it smells like washing up liquid, it smells like all these things, because the DNA in here, the smell in here is done so many times that it reminds you, or at least it reminded me automatically of these things. Okay, so cleaning products, shampoo, soap, shower gel, body lotion, all these things. Okay, so for that, some people may be put off because again, it reminds you, or it reminded me, it might remind you of these things. But if you forget these things and judge it on its own, this is a very, very good perfume for a very good price and a very good performer overall. The other caveat, so that was the first caveat. The second caveat, there are two caveats in here, not many. The second caveat is the sweetness of this perfume, to me, is a little bit on the running away sweetness. So a little bit on the cloying side, a little bit on the sickening side. For that, I would have liked it to have something a little bit heavy in the base, maybe leather, maybe oud, maybe patchouli, maybe vetiver, something in the base to ground that sweetness a little bit. But they didn't do that because this composition is in a way that they wanted to be super fruity, super sweet, super floral, and super musky. For that, this is how you get it. I have a solution for that. So because I like the composition, but I don't like that aspect of it, the running sweetness of it, I come up with a solution. And that solution is, well, for example, this is just an example. You could do this with any other perfume which have heavy notes in it. For example, this one is called Just Jack, Just Oud. And as the name suggests in here, this is very heavy on the oud, heavy on the leather, heavy on the patchouli, heavy on the dark notes, and almost doesn't have any florals, any any florals, any fruitiness in here. So for that, this is very, very good solution to this perfume to layer it. So what I did yesterday, I wear 2 sprays of this on my skin. I put it first and 2 sprays off on top, and then it worked perfectly. So it grounded the sweetness a little bit. So this is how I did it. I put 1-2 sprays of this first because the heavy notes are coming from this one first. Again, this is just an example. You could do it with other perfumes that you have in your collection that are heavy on the heavy notes and heavy base. They don't have that much top notes or that much middle notes like florals, like fruitiness and things like that. Then you can layer it with this easily. So this is just an example. So I put 2 sprays of that. Come on, Just Jack, what's wrong with you? All right. So I put 2 sprays of that, and then maybe 1 sprays or 2 sprays of this. For now, I'll just put 1. And that makes a beautiful fragrance. So now we have a 10 out of 10 fragrance, because what I did, I put some of those heavy notes in first, which are oud and patchouli and leather, and this one on top of it. And because this one is got so many fruity aspects, so many floral aspects, musky aspects, sweet aspect, it will the first perfume will grant this sweetness of it to some extent. Oh, now we have a perfection. So if you are going for this, if you like this kind of fragrances, then you're fine, no problem whatsoever. But if you're not sure, or you don't want this kind of fragrance to be running with sweetness, too much fruitiness, too much floral, too much muskiness, then you could do what I did and that makes it a 10 out of 10 perfume. So this is my solution to it anyway. You can experiment with it if you like, or you can wear it on its own if you like this kind of fragrances. So let me read you the ingredients and we take it from there. The ingredients, this is from their own website. On top we have pear, strawberry, honeysuckle, caramel and saffron. In the mid we have Turkish rose, sambac jasmine, Lorenox, whatever that is, cassis and gardenia. In the base we have cedar, musk, vanilla, Madagascaran melina and ambergris and fair resin. So everything in here, yes, to some extent, but what they're not mentioning in here is the huge sweetness of this fragrance, which is mainly coming from vanilla and the fruits. Okay, the vanilla and the fruits are here very, very big. So vanilla is one of the biggest player in here. After the vanilla is the fruitiness of it, especially that strawberry. The strawberry in here is dominant for the first half of the life of this fragrance, which hours upon hours upon hours. So the fruitiness of it, that especially the strawberry, is very, very dominant for the first half. Strawberry first, and then pear, and then peach, and caramel. I'm not getting that much, maybe a hint of caramel in here. Saffron, I'm not getting that much, maybe just a hint of it. Rose, yes, rose by far is one of the biggest players. So after vanilla is the rose, and the rose in here is a variety of fresh rose. It's got a hint of greenness to it as well, but it's not a jammy rose, it's not a dark rose, it's not a funky rose, none of those. It's a very fresh but dominant rose. Jasmine and the honeysuckle plus the jasmine, honeysuckle, and the what was else? The gardenia in here are basically after the rose are the biggest player, and that makes it super fruity, super floral. So that's why it leans very, very feminine. Cases and the fair resin here giving it the green aspect, but again the green aspect in here is not very, very big, but it is noticeable nevertheless. And the musk in here is very clean, but it is very dominant again from beginning to end, always musky feel to it as well. The cedar in here plus the sandalwood giving it the base, which is quite woody. The woodiness gets a little bit stronger by the time it goes on, but it doesn't again get too strong to overpower anything. Those fruity, musky, floral aspect of it is always dominant, and that's why I said it could be better with something heavy to mix it, to layer it with other perfumes which are heavier. So if you like what I described, this is on its own, it's a good perfume. For me, because I thought the sweetness of it is too much for me, I laid it with something that is got less sweetness, got a heavy base, perfume notes and accords, and that grounded the sweetness in here. Now is superb, is correct, is just for my taste, for my nose, for my experience, and that makes it a perfect perfume right now. And both that Just Jack, which I put on my skin, and this together, making it a superbly gorgeous fragrance, very, very long lasting, hours upon hours upon hours. So if you like the combination of this fragrance with others, you could do that on its own. You can experiment it, see if you like it, or you can just try it if you can. Obviously the best thing to do is try fragrance before you buy, but unfortunately sometimes it's not possible these days with internet and all these things. So if you can get a sample, if you can get a decan of it, that's the best way to do it. But if you can't and you're going to blind buy it, just remember the two caveats I mentioned for this fragrance. Otherwise, apart from those two caveats, this is very, very good fragrance. I give it 2 thumbs up. Amazing perfumery, high standard ingredients, high standard in terms of smell itself, very good. But as I said, it's not my cup of tea per se, but I understand some people will love this. So if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems. If you like to purchase one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the perfumer. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I leave them in the link. They're ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money. They smell great. They are super artistic, super unique. And I put more than 60% perfume oils in my perfumes. So imagine how strong in terms of performance and personality they are. I'll leave them in the link. Thank you very much as always for your love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye, bye, bye.